Good morning, traders. Let's get going here. And I am still in my robe. I don't care. We're live on Entra right now on Diesel blockchain as well as on YouTube. So gotta get started here. I gotta share a few links. I did hold MARPs over that few days. MARPs did slowly climb up. Got all the way up to 11 this morning. Remember, I'm in at 10:05, 10:09 average, somewhere right there. From when? What was it? Tuesday. Got in back here and got that. I think I got in right here after that one little pump. But yeah, got a nice little slow uptrend happening there on the daily chart. See, it broke that wedge I was talking about, giving a little back test. But oil pushed all the way up to 90. Of course, first test to 90 in a while, so getting a little rejection there. No surprise, but still, we got 5 points of contact to make this trend line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, easy. And this is kind of back testing. We'll see if oil continues to come up. After this little pullback. What's up, Dave? RV Guru. Yeah. It's been a while since you got me with one, Daniel B. You got me there. The RV Guru. How dare you? What's up, Donnell? Long AGFS, looking for the $3 breakout. Let's pull it up and see what you're looking at. If Donnell's looking at it, I mean, it must be magic, man. I don't know what you've been doing. Let's see, we got some type of gap up there. Kind of news we got? AgroFresh. Oh, they beat earnings. Okay, beat forecast. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Oh, what else? They've got. They've agreed to pursue acquisition of. Okay, so this is another acquisition like that TSHA. So that's why it's gapped up. But I know you're just looking for them quick profits. Right now, it's looking a little ugly. But if it can hold that 270, 275 area, I don't really like the way that looks. With this little tiny smush candle against 280. Almost a doji. Let's see here. Got to drop one more link and then we'll really get into it here. All right. Okay. Wife's walking in there. Good job. On camera. I'm sure she loved that right out the gate this morning. Okay. AFGS is pulling back. It's kind of what I was talking about there. We'll see what happens there. I mean, that's such a big gap up, though. From, what was it at, 170 yesterday all the way up to 250 and then running to 280. It was a whole dollar, so definitely going to be some selling pressure. Ooh, Sober's looking very interesting. It's got a pretty nice uptrend here. You look on this daily chart, it's above all EMAs. That's pretty low float. BTCS bouncing back up. Some of the crypto plays probably should be on watch, I would imagine. I know cryptos were hot. Let's see what they're looking like right now. Yeah, Atom over 13, Solana over 30. DSO still holding above 16. Bitcoin over 20,005. Where's Ethereum? Ethereum at 1,500. Looks like they had a little bit of a pullback right now in the crypto market. Except for Atom. Atom is just going nuts again. Beautiful double bottom there. And it's just pushing right up. Got to get over that 200 at 15 area. But if Atom gets back over 15. Woo boy. Alright, anyway. Let's see what the Nasdaq's doing. We got to look at this Nasdaq. What's this NQ doing here? Okay, so that's why things were pulling back there. Nasdaq having a pretty deep candle from 11.4 down to 11.2.5. So about $150 drop in 15 minutes. Just trying to rebound back up. Let's see, Sober's bouncing still. That makes that break over 415. You can see it try to push for that 425. Break of 425. It's got room up to wow. We know it's going to have room up to it's got room up to wow. No, there's not really much resistance all the way up to like 625 besides, natural $5 support and resistance area, but that's looking pretty interesting. How's MOB doing? I am still holding that. It's not really doing much. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Now, get rid of those. What? You messing with me right now? What do you mean I have no... Let's see. I do have a position. You lie. Oh, I see. Let me link this back up. I see what the problem is. This ain't linked up. There we go. Now we're good. Go ahead and get rid of that. Whatever. Okay. What the hell is this GNW? I think this is one of the ones that I got for free. I don't even know what this is. How many shares of that do I even have? See, I need to... Okay, that doesn't help me any. Although GNW is getting a little push up there. Let's see. Order and positions. Okay, I know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to add a... Whoops, don't do that. We don't want to do all that. Still, been a long time since I traded on Webull, so I think they've added some things. I don't know, but I'm still trying to get it together. Positions, here we go. Okay. So I got 2 of those. I'll go ahead and sell those. Make sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, get rid of those. Alright, now I just got MARPS. MARPS down to 1053. Okay, so my position on MARPS is 1009. That's not too bad. Alright. So I'm going to take MOB off the watch list. It just hasn't done anything for those 2 days. No reason to keep holding it. Look at that nice bounce so far off that trend line for oil. Very, very nice. Very nice, very nice. Let's see, Daniel B, you said mortgage rates hit 7%. Yeah, they've been hit 7% for like a couple of months now since that last rate hike. Tech sector will collapse today after hours tomorrow on Amazon and Apple earnings. Hey, there's old Elvis. What's up, Elvis? It's been a long time, my friend. How are you? How's the wife? How's the hound dog? Tech sector will collapse today. I mean, it's not like the tech sector is like really up. Let's see the market watch. You can see Apple's red, Microsoft is red, Google's red, Amazon is red. Well, that's not just the tech sector, Daniel B. That's the whole, most of the weight of the SPY. It's right there, and they're all red. Tesla a little bit green. If the tech sector collapses more, then the whole market's going to collapse more. See, there's that ROM. Ooh, ROM pushing up. That was that pattern I was looking at Tuesday, that little triangle. Remember? Oh, man. That's what I was saying. I like the way that pattern looked. What a nice swing that would have been from 750 or even at the top of it. Oh, I remember let's see, no. Tuesday. Oh, yeah. That's what my problem was. It had already pushed up, and it was just going sideways while I was streaming. I didn't watch it the rest of the day, but that nice flat it had, all that support holding up. But yeah, if this thing breaks 1050, it's got room up to 1175, 1180 maybe. So that's looking pretty decent. AFGC's trying to hold. See, Hussa got that little pop off the oil plays. Top's still getting rejected at $5. Did get up over it for a couple of days. Still not getting a big push, but remember, they did that offering. Yeah, they're adding 3.3 million units. So that's 3.3 million shares that they're adding to after they just did that big reverse stock split like I was talking about. That's crazy. That MAT, that did get all the way up over $1. Now it's coming back testing $1. Could be a possible bounce off of that. Canopy growth still climbing. Pot stocks, well, at least this one's looking pretty warm. Let's go ahead and check the rest of them. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, Kron is up. I don't know what New A is. Roar Cannabis is up. SMG is up. Since we were speaking about Planet 13, I went ahead and wore my Planet 13 shirt today since she's speaking about it on Tuesday. Planet 13 holding 125, up a little bit today. Oof, IRP back over 100. But yeah, we're still getting a little heat in some of these cannabis stocks. See, Rig, look at that. Rig still climbing. Rig pushing up to 383. Got some strong resistance though at 4. Let's see what we got on the day trade scanner. That looks like garbage. Lace. Let's see. That was his first sale of 3,000 watt handheld clean tech laser system. So this is their first sale of it. I don't know if that means anything. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, you got your first sale, but like, how much money did you actually make? And can you sell more of it? Right? Now, it does, as far as day trading, I mean, this thing IPO'd and shot way up there to 550 before giving it all back that same day. Then had some gaps up. Pretty low float. I'm going to put it on the watch list just because of how low float it is, and it is kind of popping up. But my concern would be it turning into possible head and shoulders with the head there, possible shoulder there. A very low float, newer IPO. That looks like trash. Let's see, HTCR. This is up 100%. They got a licensing deal, and it shot from $1 to $2.40, just smashing right into that 200-day with a rejection. Basically $2.50. But low float. Got some news. Keep it on watch. MCLD. mCloud and Google partner. Okay, so they partnered with Google. It's a low float. Anytime a low float penny stock that's garbage, partners with somebody big, it usually gets some type of hype. NRBO, don't know what happened there. That looks like trash. KZIA is always trash. No. Well, that has an interesting chart, just no volume. 41 million shares, though. I don't know about all that. See Ape, look at that. Ape giving back everything that it's been doing. There's that TSHA. Ooh, that TSHA went down. Perfect head and shoulders pattern here. That was a clear sell-off going to come on that. All right, top 10% gainers. We got user. Not sure what I think about that. Let's see. Donnell, you cut AFGS watching HTCR. Let me run through the rest of these here real quick. Shop. Oh, it's a high float. That's a low float. Don't know why that's running. Oh, there's barely any volume on that. I ain't messing with that. Those are more not volume plays. Alright, this thing bounced off of 10 up to 1160 so far, but it's only had... Oh, that's not even low float. Man, that's 217 million shares and only 500,000 in volume. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with that. Alright. I think... Let's see, what was the one you just said, Donnell? Let's take a look at it. HTCR. Oops, that's a J. And then let's see. Pull it up here. I was watching this before, clearly, because I got all these lines. I was watching it. Come on. That thing got destroyed. Of course, it shot up into that previous resistance area that I marked out there. Have no idea why I was drawing this, or I can't remember, but obviously. This IMUX. I'm not even a right stock. I thought I was, okay. That's not the stock. HTCR. Here we go. Oh, is this the one I was just saying? Yeah, this is the licensing deal. Again, I mean, that's smashed into that 200. Next support area is about $2. So actually $2 is going to be some resistance. So got maybe like 175 as support. Maybe. Looks more like 150. This can turn into an uptrend right here, though. Could be on to something, Donnell. AFG. As soon as you cut, look at it. It's trying to come back up. That's all right, man. You got to cut and get out when they ain't doing what they're supposed to. See, oil right back up, testing 90 again, or getting close to that 90 test at 89.50ish. Where's MARPS? MARPS still holding 10.50, kind of coming back down on that short-term trend line, while oil is doing its thing. NQ rebounding a little bit off of that big drop. Rome did push for another high. And that's your little sloping channel there. See, Elvis, one bark, two bark sells. Yeah, Sam trading strategy. You threw a bunch of money into Boeing and Ford. Good evening, sweet Lori. No. DB can't give me a hard time. We neutered DB a long time ago. He just comes around to throw little punches here and there, and he's been good though. He's been a good boy. Let's see that HTCR pushing back up. Man, look at that bounce off of that trend line. Damn, that was a quick bounce too. Now if it can break 250, it could easily shoot up to 3. But that is that 200-day moving average, and this thing has not broke over the 200 moving average the entire year, right? The whole year it's been below this red line, that 200-day moving average. So I don't know if that can break or not. It is. I mean, if this uptrend continues, we could see it try to test that 250. That is an interesting looking play at the moment. MCLD is starting to look like trash. Lace having a little pullback. Sober not doing too much. Tops getting a little bit of a U-shape here, back up to $5. And we are almost in November. I'm going to keep that MMAT on watch. I don't know what that is. Let's take that off the watch list. That's trash. APRN, that didn't do anything. That's trash. PXS is one of our shippers. Yeah. Interesting. Or is it a shipper? Yeah, PXS tankers. And it looks like well, that was a while back. They beat earnings, but broke that little triangle, that downtrend, just still going up, 520. See gold still around that 1660 area. NIO had a little pullback today. Cracked that trend line on Tuesday we were talking about, but still did make a nice run the rest of the way up that trend line to 11. APMX. Oh, this is that one I like that pattern on, and again, I gotta adjust this little trend line a little bit. But this thing is still just triangling up, just making its way right up to that $13 resistance. INDO, not doing too much. NAT getting rejected off the trend line. We'll probably see that come back down some. Although 3 is trying to hold at the moment. MARP just got a little couple buys back up to 264. Yeah, HTC still having trouble breaking over that 2. BTCS. Now, the interesting thing about BTCS, it's right getting close to that 150 where the 50-day is and that overall downtrend. And BTCS is a low float crypto play. Let's see what Mara's doing. Oh yeah, Mara ran all the way up to 1562. It is below this trend line, but starting to curl, trying to curl back up. We'll see if it can get back above that trend line. Got close at 200 and got rejected. Hello Miriam, thanks for joining over there on Antra. Hope you're doing well. Okay, HTCR back down to the trend line. That's what I'm concerned about, that 200-day. You know, it's already been rejected, so it's got to get that buying volume to come back. AFGS looks like it's about to dump. That cracks 250. Ooh, boy, and this could dump hard, too. Getting down there. Alright guys, give me just a second. I will be right back. And then we'll keep this party going. All right, I like you trade. Miriam, you said you trade on TikTok. Awesome. Oh, you're asking me if I'm on TikTok. No, I'm not on TikTok. I'm on YouTube, Twitch, Diamond, Entra, uh, Twitter. You can Google Framework Fortune and I'll show up. Alright, guys, let me pop back on camera over here on YouTube for you guys so you can see my stupid face. There we go. So far, this is kind of bouncing off that $2 area. See, Marps, my swing still sitting where it should be. We got tops getting close here. Very close, just slowly. See, AFGS, yep, that's looking dead. MCLD, that's looking pretty rough too. Even though, see, that was the thing with MOB. MOB was like the only thing Tuesday that had some good PR, and then it just went, just kept going down. And, well, didn't. And when it got down to 150, it just kind of been holding that area, but it's not doing anything. So it's kind of the same thing with MCLD. We see some pretty good news. My phone's going off, and it makes one spike early in the morning and then it's coming right back down. HTCR is looking interesting. I may look to take a position on this if I can. If HT, is that what it is? Let me make sure I'm in the right place. So this is, Donna, you might have been on to something. Let me readjust the trend line there. I like the way we are getting this uptrend. Starting to get a curl. Let's see if I can get in there quick enough. I've walked away too early. Oh, shit, I forgot to get the ticker symbol. HTCR, that's what it is. Just want to make sure I'm getting the right ticker symbol here. Yeah, whatever, go ahead. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can pop 10 there. There's 10. I'm going to give it a second to pull back a little bit. See if we start to get this break. Let me go into an hour chart on the big chart and see what we got. Oof, the hour chart's actually ugly. I probably should have looked at that first. I just like the 15-minute pattern. Well, I don't know. The hour, we had this big green candle, and then that pullback where it came back down. We still got 24 minutes on this hour candle, though, so it's still quite a bit of time. Get all these extra bars out of here. Okay, let's see. Wow, a lot of comments I missed in that short period of time. Let me see what we got going on here. See, Lori said, Daniel B said last week to trade like this, just buy a firm at 17 bucks and swing it to 19 and repeat. He was right 3 times already. Nice. Elvis and Lori catching up. Daniel B, I'm always right. Yeah. Are you? Elvis looking at AG. AG, what is AG? Isn't that Majestic Silver? Yeah, silver I like right now. It came off of the 18 area. I still kind of want to see silver come down to 15. And if the NASDAQ happens to start, well, yeah, it looks like we may be coming down on the NASDAQ today. Kind of like what Daniel B was saying. Got this, well, that's the hour chart, but still we can use this hour chart. We can see the uptrend right here. If it cracks this uptrend, we're coming back down to 11,000. Oh, here we go. Now, a lot of people, look at this. Recession ahead. The bond market indicators flashing code orange warning. Also, I believe it was, who was it yesterday? Oh, I can't remember who it was. It's a big institution. They said that there is 100% chance of a recession. I still say we've been in a recession since after February by definition. And I don't see anything that proves that wrong, but I mean, I don't know why. It's like, oh, we're just now getting, we got a big orange signal that we're probably heading for a recession. Now, we've already been in a recession. There's nothing this year that has not been not recession-ish. Okay, let's see what else we got here. What's up, Stonks and Chomps? There's our awesome moderator and dev for DLA DAO. Elvis, you sold all your oil stocks to get into Boeing. Donnell, you're long 204. Let's see. What did I get filled on that at? Got filled at 210. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's go back down to a little 5 position here. I'm gonna go ahead and average in 2 on that $2 area. We start dropping though, because we are hitting that downtrend. Need to hold $2. Yeah, another little rejection. This 15-minute candle, we got 5 minutes on. We need to see this stay above $2. And Miriam, anybody else on Entra who comes in and out, if you have any questions about anything I'm talking about, feel free to ask them. I'm always an open book. Market analysis on First Majestic Silver. You got it, buddy. You got it, Elvis. I'm gonna keep an eye on this, but let's go ahead and pull AG up. And let's see what we got. Now the main thing, you know, it's First Majestic Silver, I'm pretty sure. Where did AG go? I swear I just put it in there. Let me try it again. AG. Where are you at? Oh, there it is. Yes, let's pop into the daily chart. They still paying out them dividends. Very nice to see. Oh yeah. Look at this. Beautiful uptrend. Beautiful uptrending channel right up to this 200. So that's looking pretty nice. Now silver has been pushing up again. Want to see HTCR coming back up to that 210 area. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab some more. Don't know exactly what I have left in here. Here we go. Now I'm up to 20 shares, about 208. Oh, I don't care about that. That shouldn't even be the case. I got that one, I think, at 2. Yeah, I got that one at 203. I'm going to go ahead and grab another 5. Oh, no, it ain't going to let me. There's that market volatility nonsense again. Alright, so what am I in on? 25. Okay. Alright, let me pull up the... let's see, where's silver? I don't like this is up 100% and we're going in that 200, but it is still holding that trend line so far. We got 2.5 minutes, still holding above $2 and pushed back up again for another test. Make sure the NQ, the NQ coming right back down, rejected off at 11.4.5 again. That could make things a little sketchy. Let's see the market watch. Oh, no. Everything's still the same at the moment. Looks like everything started coming back down. Yeah, look at that. Sober back down the trend line. PXS a little bounce. Mara under. LASE. That's starting to make a little triangle here. That's starting to get a little little action. This is that new IPO, relatively new IPO with the first sell. Oh, they don't even have terms disclosed on this. I don't like that PR. It's not really good PR. It sounds like it's good PR, but it's really not. Like, we have no idea. If there's no terms disclosed, we have no idea what they sold it for. We don't know if they made any profit. We don't know anything. So all we know right now, though, is it is consolidating sideways at the moment. Twitter is going private. Uh-oh. Twitter's going private. Looks like Diamond's coming around just in time. Let's go. Hashtag DESO. Let's go, DESO. Let's take over. Okay. So, let me pop over here real quick while that's doing its thing. Oh, well, actually, let me go back and keep an eye on. What was the one I just got in? HTCR. If HTCR cracks, we could see that Lay's play start to pop. Got to break 320. And that's where the 10-day moving average is at as well. But it breaks that, to be above all EMAs. I actually like this U shape too. I feel like this may be the better play than HTCR because HTCR being so high up. Okay, now we're open on this next candle. It's starting to go green. If this is going to pop, it needs to pop on this candle. You see it pop back over. What is that right there? 220, the top of the body of this red candle here. Alright. So let's go ahead and pull up silver on TradingView. So, silver, we got to go into a higher time frame to really see what's going on here with silver. Silver's still on this nice uptrend, of course, right? Just bounced off of this previous support line around that 15. That was 20, that was basically March 2020, right at the beginning of COVID, when they started doing the QE, the Federal Reserve started doing on the QE, and it's come up and test that line a whole lot, having this pullback. But you can see this is I was looking for it to crack here when it was below this 200-day and come on down, but you can see where it's testing this downtrend, starting to curl up, and it's got this previous resistance as support, the 200-day as support, and the uptrend as support, all right there below it. So it's still got to break this immediate downtrend. Even though it shot up there, it came right back below it. But if it can, then it can make its way back up to 24. But overall, this is what I'm looking at, is looking for silver to come down. It may pop up here, get a little rejection, looking for the market to crash some more and silver to come to about 15. And that's when I'm looking for the bigger breakout on silver. So that's my thoughts on it. So in the short time, if we go back to a daily chart, we do have it where it's broke out of that downtrend a little bit clearer, come back and back test it all the way back below the support, and it's pushed up again. But this looks like a possible head and shoulders, right? Where's my yeah, we'll just use this. Wait, that's not the right thing. That's not what I want. Yeah, it is. Why are you being glitchy? So head, shoulder, shoulder. So if silver does not break 20 here, it's going to probably come back down to that 1850. Now that we know what that's looking like, we're still a little iffy on this play. It came back down, tested the trend line again at $1.94. Just getting squished right now between the downtrend and the uptrend. Let's see if it can get popping. We need to see it pop here soon. AFGS, that's starting to make a nice little U shape. Done bounced off a 250. Possible play. Break at 275. It's at 267, so only a couple cents away from testing the top of that trend line. But beautiful, beautiful U starting to form. CHTC, what are you going to do here? This is... Need to see that break. Starting to crack too. Okay, buyer's still trying to come in at 2. See right there. Let's see if 2 keeps holding the bids here. Got 5 minutes on this 15-minute candle, and this 15-minute candle hasn't really done anything yet. It's taking a little bit longer than I would like. Oh, no, $2 is now sitting on the ask. Oh, it got taken out. We got a little bit of a spread going. Need to see $2 stack here. There we go. There's a couple of orders. We got that. Wow, we got a 5-cent spread on this thing at the moment. Okay, a bunch of 2s filling up there. Let's see, get through that 205. You can see there's some big sellers sitting at 205. Another one just came in at 204. So we got a lot of selling pressure at 205. So if they're starting to get taken out a little bit. Bids moving up, 202. Let's see, there's another 20. There we go, 205 starting to get cut through. And there we go, up to 206, up to 208. Got some selling there. 208 starting to get taken out. We can get sliced through here. Up to 209. Let's go. 210. Take out that 210. Let's go. There we go. Up to 211. Very nice. Up to 212. Up to 215. Over 215. Up to 218. Oh, buddy. Let's go. Oh, rejection back down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. That need to keep going. Coming all the way back down to 2. That's a little sketchy. We just ran, what was that, 18 cents in a span of like 3 seconds, and then came right back down. It's definitely some short pressure on this, and that makes perfect sense because this is up 100% already. And we do have that 200 above. We got to see it hold. Let's see if it can claim 205 as support. 205 has been that major resistance area. Crypto's looking like trash. What? What? Depends on what cryptos you're looking at. Deso's been outperforming everything. And actually, Bitcoin rebounded over 20,000. As much as I'm not a big fan of Bitcoin, I think you're probably going to be wrong on Bitcoin. Come on, get up there. Okay, we just had one buy order step up to 205 to try to hold up a support. This is still sketchy. What's the NASDAQ doing? Okay, so the NASDAQ trying to push up, trying to bounce off of that trend line. AFGS still not filled out that U shape yet, so not quite the U shape. Okay, we are still getting some. There we go. Buyers starting to try to push back in. Got another big seller at 210. The thing we want to make sure of is this is not shorts loading up to try to bring this down. We know the shorts are in here, but we want to see them get squeezed out. If the shorts win this battle, we're coming down, and we're coming down fast. So that's why I'm keeping an eye on it, because if it starts really cracking too, I gotta hop out. Marp still holding that 1050, not too bad. Where's oil at? Oil, ooh, whoa, oil at 89.54, getting ready to possibly push for a new high a day here. Should start, if that happens, if we start testing 90 strong on oil, we should start to see some moves in the oil plays. They're just kind of sitting waiting to see. All right, we got 40 seconds left on this candle. HTCR, it did reclaim 205 as support. See if we can start get going again or not. I'd probably be fine with just taking this up here at 240. If it could shoot up to 240 again in that 200 day, I would take that little bit of profit. Probably. I don't know if it's going to get there. We're coming back down. We lost that 205 support again right here. The last 5 minutes of this candle needs to start reclaiming again. See some more selling at twos. Sells dropping down here. The ass side of 204. There's a big sell at 206, about 6,600 shares. How's Lays doing? Ooh, Lays is still looking pretty decent. Pretty decent. Liking what I'm seeing there. Oh, what you? Okay, sorry, Miriam. I'm looking at your chat, your message again, and I see you trade on Public. What did you mean by you trade on Public? Is Public another trading app or something? Or are you talking about what exactly are you talking about? Because I don't know what Public is. I'd be interested in checking it out. I always like checking new brokers. We do got 205 starting to reclaim again, getting some push back up to 208 here in the last few minutes of this candle. Lace starting to break that downtrend right close to that 315. Real close, right on it. 315 possibly about to break right here. Not very much resistance there. All I'm seeing on this ask is 315 and then 319. So if 315 gets taken out, it might pop right up to 319, 320. Few buys at 315. Like I said, if this starts breaking and HTCR doesn't break, HTCR still struggling to try to hold that 205 area. This candle's bouncing back and forth green and red. About 2.5 minutes before that candle closes. Kind of dozying out. We got a lot of indecision here. I'm actually going to adjust this downtrend, make it look more like that, since we have another rejection point. Lay's still fighting. That's what it kind of feels like. Like these two are the ones that are fighting for volume at the moment in the low floats. Okay. Let's see. We got a lot of comments over here. What are we talking about? Lori said NRBO. Let's pull NRBO up here. Oil stocks are going down. Okay, there we go. Something happened with my connection to YouTube. Woo, that was close. I was gonna say, if I start glitching out here, that's gonna be a problem. I need to make sure this doesn't crack on me here, because it is HTCR is testing at $2 again, which is not a good thing. You got 30 seconds left on this candle. We need that to push back green. Really want to see it claim 205 as support, and so far it's failing to do so, which means it's. And if you think that, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to argue about whether crypto's going to. For one, it depends on the crypto, right? There's so many cryptos, there's so many blockchains now. It's just like the stock market, right? Not every single stock goes up. Not every single stock makes it. Not every company makes it, right? That's the same thing with cryptos. It's no different. So it depends on the cryptos. So generalizing cryptos as an analysis is just not a good way to analyze cryptos. Like if you look at Bitcoin and you're saying, oh, Bitcoin is the leader of the market just because it's the most expensive, well, then you'll get some false readings. No, Daniel B's lying. Daniel B's lying. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. What are we doing? Everything acting crazy. Even my broker was acting crazy there for a minute. My platform. Can't have that. Ooh, boy, my quality broke out too on YouTube. Pretty ugly. We're still looking good on the quality on Entra though. Entra looking nice. Entra better than YouTube and LinkedIn. Ugh, HTCR sitting right on that $2 area still. Need to see it. It's got to get back over 205. Where we're about to come down. Let me close a few tabs. I don't think it's anything to do with my computer. Let's see. Oil got up there, new high a day, 89.72. So oil is still pushing. So we got some type of storage data that came out. Kiev faces lengthier blackouts as Russia keeps assault on Ukraine's electrical grid. Let's see. Shell CEO says peak fossil fuel demand shouldn't mean an end to new projects. Israel, Lebanon signed maritime border deal that will allow for countries, smaller nations, starting to make deals with each other because oil's getting back up too high. Gas prices will be getting up there. What are you going to do here, HTCR? You're fighting. I just saw One Life. What are you guys talking about? I just literally talked to One Life like yesterday or the day before. He commented on one of the videos and stuff. Has he been gone from HH Trader streams? I don't know. I don't keep track of One Life, so he could have slipped away, and I would probably not notice. Lace still trying to push up. Oh, that sounded really messed up, what I just said about One Life. I just thought about how that came out. I wouldn't notice because of how busy I've been, not because that was a slick diss there. I didn't even mean to do that slick diss. Jeez. Sometimes. Okay, HTCR. We got Lace right at 315 again, testing. HTCR right on that. Right on that $2 area. I'm liking what I'm seeing on Lace. I'd have to get out of MARPs though to get into it, and I don't really want to do that. Not with oil up there close to testing 90. Not yet, anyway. But that is looking pretty nice. Volume is really, well, I was going to say volume's looking like it died off on this, but then a few more cells came in. NQ, ooh boy, we are back down on the trend line, the short-term trend line on the NASDAQ, and it is testing. Did have a little bounce up, but getting rejected by the top of the body of the previous red candle. We may be going down. GDP rose 2.6 rate. What? Let me read this nonsense. The U.S. economy grew at a 2.6% annual rate in the third quarter, but showed signs of broad slowdown as consumer and business spending faltered under the weight of higher inflation and rising interest rates. So a measure of goods and services produced increased after. So, okay. Okay, here's the problem with this. This is what I talk about all the time with the U.S. dollar, right? The GDP rose 2.6%, but the GDP is all the products and services, that's making U.S. dollars. So the whole thing is priced in U.S. dollars. If inflation is going up, it costs more for more things. We know this. So the GDP rising 2.6% is not a good thing in this case. I mean, they even said it right after. The U.S. economy grew 2.6 annual rate, but we show, I mean, everything else is going, I mean, it's dumb. I hate those PRs like that. Because people are going to run with that type of headline and be like, oh, the GDP grew 2.6%, everything's fine, and no, the economy is not fine. It's not even close to fine. But it's all priced in U.S. dollars. So if inflation is at 10%, then of course the GDP going up 2.6% is because the U.S. dollar inflation, not because the GDP is actually growing. There's One Life. JP Morgan keeping you busy? Yeah, I'm sure they are. If you are working for JP Morgan, they need you to make all the money they can back before they get destroyed on that nickel short position anymore. Alright, so we are getting a little hold up here. $2 still trying to hold. You love US dollars? No, you don't. No, you don't. You love what US dollars can buy you. Nobody loves US dollars. If you love US dollars, then that means you wouldn't be spending it. You just have a pile of paper. You like US dollars because you can take the US dollars and you can go buy something, food, energy, resources, your favorite Beanie Baby, whatever it is. That's why you like US dollar. There's no other reason why. Nobody wants US dollars just to have US dollars. They want US dollars for what they can trade them for, right? That's it. We'll be okay, JP Morgan. Yeah, I don't. You must not know much about that London Metals Exchange. What happened in the nickel short squeeze position that JP Morgan is still in. I mean, I did that video in March. You can go watch it and go check it out. But none of the banks were fine in 2008. You know, the government bailed out a lot of banks, but guess what? They ain't got no money. There ain't no bailing out anybody anymore. When all this shit comes down the rest of the way, ain't nobody there to save it. Ain't nobody there to save any banks, save anybody. There ain't gonna be no government stimulus. Like I said, they might do one more reversal and turn that money printer full blast one more time, but that's the last ride. That's when you're gonna see Jerome Powell, same as Putin. He's gonna be shirtless on the back of a white horse riding into the sunset. All right, we're getting very, very close to a possible crack here. I'm going to hop over here and get ready to lock out. So I ain't taking hardly any loss on this if this does start to crack. But it does look like it wants to crack. Now, yep, starting to crack there. I'm going to give it half a second. Alright, I'm out. Get out. I don't care. Get out, get out, get out. Why are you doing this to me, Weeble? You piece of shit. Alright, well, I'm out of that trade. So, I mean, I didn't lose much. 25 shares, and I was like average 207 to about down to 190 because of how fast that candle started cracking. That's 20 cents on 25 shares, so what? My brain is not working for math today. 25 shares, 20 cents a share. $5? Is that right? A little $5 loss there. Yeah, let's see. Is the NQ coming down some more? No, it's not coming. Well, yeah, it's testing that trend line. If the NQ cracks, I don't want to be in that play anyway. But look, Lay's starting to pop up. HTCR getting that crack, and Lay's is starting to break up. If Lay's makes a new high and breaks 325, it could start going. Let's see if anything else. That one's still just going sideways. MCLD. This is starting to get a little bit of a possible uptrend. Still got a nasty downtrend, though. It's got a break. I don't like this one. I mean, maybe it's below all moving averages, so pretty bearish as is. Let's see. When was Rudy holding Meta? Facebook? I don't know anybody I don't know if he's holding Facebook. Yeah, you cut out too, Donnell? Yeah, I don't blame you. Right there he is. Ask him. Hey, there's our other dev, Reliable Rudy, Rooster coming in. They're asking about if you're holding Meta because they're talking about shorting it or whatever. Oh, that got pushed down too. So Lace getting up to that 320 area, right to that previous resistance, and that getting a pullback. This is that crazy market. Let's see. The market's starting to go red. it was only Microsoft, Apple, and Google before that was red, but now we're starting to see a lot of other stocks turning red on the market watch. Market's looking more mixed than it was. I don't know why anybody would be holding Meta anyway. Like, well, I don't know. Facebook's trash. The dogs is doing great, man. The dogs is doing great. I'm currently not traveling at the moment, but I plan on doing some traveling the beginning of the year next year, especially if the economy keeps collapsing more and they try to regulate cryptos even more. Then I'm going down south, way south. Like I said, I've been preparing. You know, I put my money where my mouth is. When I make calls and predictions, I do the exact same thing that I'm saying I'm doing. What? 400 point is up. I don't even know what you're talking about, DV. You said like a weird random statement. Yeah, so you see that trend line is cracked now on HTCR. That's done. That is over with. AFGS, possible play. It couldn't make that full U shape. Still looking like it's kind of trying to possibly, but the market's starting to get shaky. Then we want to be real cautious. Yeah, we're about to crack. I believe the NASDAQ's about to crack here in the next probably 30 minutes. Very, very close. A lot of selling pressure. Let me look at this on an hour chart. Oh, God. Yeah, that last hour was brutal. Market tried to so the market had that sell-off. We've been downtrending all day today, too. Yeah, I think we're about to crack this trend line. Because that was a hard rejection. We're not even making it halfway back up and getting rejected right on this uptrend. That may be all she wrote. Let me read some of these other PRs. Let's pop up the PR. Let's go through some of this PR at the moment. Why are you looking at the Dow Jones? The NASDAQ futures is, the Dow Jones is, okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to read some of these PRs and see what we got going on here. Because now all I'm in is MARPS, and MARPS is still just holding that 1050 area. Lace back up to 315. Lace still could go, but the market's getting real shaky. Halloween is the best time of year to buy stocks. Sure. Why is anybody shocked by Meta? Did they come out with bad earnings? Like, I didn't even pay it. It's fucking Facebook. They're garbage. You got so many decentralized blockchain social medias coming out. I mean, that's literally Web 2 to come in, right? That's the problem that we do not want to see happen. So nobody, Meta, Facebook, whatever they want to call themselves, trying to come in to the Web3 space and pretend like they're all Web3 friendly. Nobody wants that, right? So, and besides that, Facebook has been dying, right? It's MySpace all over again. Nobody should be surprised by Facebook going down. Let's see. Okay, European stocks mostly drop after mixed trading in Asian ahead of European Central Bank's interest rate decision. And that was due at 12:15. Okay. Brent crude rises to 94 a barrel. Stocks in mainland China and Japan fell. Caution is likely. So if everything is continuing to fall, I'd like to hear what they did, what this interest rate decision is. I can't imagine that they hiked rates in Europe. Well, they might want to screw themselves more. Okay. Gold consolidates after finding support on weak dollar. The US dollar, which has rallied in 2022, it's not rallied. It's up because of inflation. Americans think they need 1.25 million to retire. Is that even enough? Depends on what your expenses are, right? So that's where we talked about the economy grew. See, look at them. The economy grew an estimated 2.3% annual pace in the third quarter, but after 2 straight declines. Good news, the U.S. economy grew again in the third quarter after shrinking the first 6 months of the year. That's the good news. That is their good news. Whoever wrote this article is an idiot. The good news is the U.S. economy grew again in the third quarter after shrinking in the first 6 months of the year. So it grew 1 quarter by 2% this year after declining a whole bunch the first 2 quarters this year. That's not a good thing. There's no positive turn. Official scorecard of the economy. GDP is forecasted to expand at 2.3% annual pace. Again, it's all in you, of course, according to Wall Street analysts. They would say that. That would mark a big improvement after GDP contracted 0.6% in the second quarter and 1.6% in the first quarter. So, and here's the thing. It's like the GDP's been going down the last 2 years since 2020. 2 quarters of... Okay, let's see what this says. 2 quarters of declining GDP meets an old rule of thumb for when an economy is in a recession. Oh, that's now an old rule of thumb. So what I was saying at the beginning of this year, they're now trying to say is a old rule of thumb. No, it is the rule of thumb. That's how economics works. That is the definition of a recession. 2 quarters of declining GDP. But here we go. Here's the but. But group of noted economists, who make the official call using a much broader definition that suggests the U.S. was still in expansion mode. What? What? If the GDP decreased, then how the hell was the U.S. in expansion mode? There was nothing. I can't do it. I can't read this stuff. This is why I've not been in the stock market, because it's crashing and because these idiots, noted economists are ignoring the rule of what recession is and saying that they have a broader definition. We've got a broader definition, yeah, so it can fit political bullshit-ass narratives. All right, U.S. bond yields rose on Thursday. The central bank increased borrowing cost so they did a 0.75 rate hike. Bonds were under pressure, pushing up yields. Yep, okay. Yields has eased on Wednesday after the Bank of Canada delivered a lower than expected. So Canada not going as hard as they were. Okay, however, the ECB, which admittedly started tightening later than many of its peers on Thursdays, raised borrowing costs. German 10-year bond yields, the blocks benchmark rose 2.8 basis points. Brian Dangerfield, whoever this guy is, thinks traders should continue to focus on the U.S. Federal Reserve. Absolutely. Absolutely you should. They control the currency. You control the currency, you control the country. Let's see, I think there's a limit on how much tea reading the market should read, both from the BOC and from prior pivot moves from other central banks. In truth, the reaction functionally likely goes the other way. The Fed set the pace, and the rest of the world's central banks have to react around it rather than the other way. That may have been true before, but that's becoming very untrue. Okay. 20-year-old investor of 110 okay. I mean, he got lucky on a meme stock, so now he gets. Wow. Okay. Incredible. U.S. working filings for jobless benefits edged higher last week, but remain near historically low lows. Okay. Initial jobless claims, a proxy for layoffs, increased slightly to seasonally adjusted 217,000 last week from 214,000 the week before. The claims are up earlier this year, but remain near the their pre-pandemic 2019 weekly average, when the labor market was also historically strong. Comparing the labor market now to what it was in 2019, when we've got way higher inflation and all these other problems, is dumb. You're comparing that's not a good comparison. Okay. Continuing claims, a proxy for the number of people seeking ongoing unemployment benefits, increased to 1.4 million in the last week ended October 5th. 1.3, so that's actually a little bit more than a little bit, going from 1.3 or going from 1.44 going from 1.38 million from a week earlier to 1.44 million. That's a little bit of an increase in only a week. Here we go. Here's the bullshit. U.S. job market remains healthy, but has shown signs of modest cooling. According to other recent Labor Department reports, job growth slowed in September, with employees adding 263,000 jobs, down from August's increase, and a monthly average gain of more than 400,000. Okay. The unemployment rate fell to 3.5% in September from 3.7%, matching a half-century low that was Jesus Christ. Job openings declined in August, but many businesses have continued to hire, citing struggles with staffing shortages. Yeah. It doesn't matter how many jobs there is if you don't have enough people to work them. Supply and demand. Too much supply, no demand. That is a problem, especially when you're talking about supply and demand in labor. Okay, durable goods orders jumped, led by aircraft orders. So orders at U.S. factories for long-lasting goods rose a whole 0.4% in September. It was the sixth increase in the last 7 months and was fueled by strong orders for civilian aircraft. Excluding transportation. Now you read down here, excluding transportation, order fell 0.5%. Okay. They love to point to one little thing that seems somewhat good, and then they just go blah. And they say a whole bunch of other stuff that they try to make not sound bad, but it sounds absolutely horrible. Yeah, okay. An economist polled by Wall Street Journal. They didn't poll me. They didn't poll Daniel Beer One Life. They didn't poll HH. They didn't poll Rooster. Of course, none of us are Wall Street economists, but maybe they should poll some people who are not Wall Street economists. AFGS, that looks like that may... Oh, yeah, it's starting to slowly creep back up. Taking a lot longer. I don't know. I'm still not liking what I'm seeing there on that. Okay. I'm only watching one sector? What are you talking about? How am I only watching one sector? I literally watch precious metals, I watch oil, I watch cryptos, I watch real estate. I don't just watch... Have you not... What are you talking about? Well, let's go over here and see where the real estate market's at. Oh, look at that. It's crashed way lower than it was. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to entertain this nonsense. You were the same person. Both you and One Life were the same two person. And I say person as in one because you both ride each other so hard. But y'all were the same people who told me I was crazy at the beginning of this year when I said the stock market was going to come all the way down, the housing market was going to crash, all that stuff. So don't you come in here now and start your nonsense. Don't even do it. I am not arguing with you two. Especially on nonsense like I only watch one sector. I just was watching the cannabis. I just took a look at the cannabis sector. Tuesday, I went through all these cannabis stocks. I checked this morning. You talking crazy, man. I'm back for 2 days. I've been gone for 3 months, back for 2 days, and you're already starting with your nonsense. Oh, the fun. I didn't end up in an RV, Daniel B, but that's okay. You're going to try to... You try and go ahead and make all the RV jokes you want. I'm perfectly happy in my RV. It's not going to hurt my feelings whatsoever. Saying just because you are stuck in one place and have to pay a ton of money to be stuck in that one place doesn't necessarily mean that you're the smarter one, right? I've decreased my expenses dramatically. What do you do when you're in a recession? You decrease your expenses. When you're in volatile market times, you decrease your expenses to the lowest point as possible, right? Why do you want to do that? Well, for one, you want to be able to make more money than coming in than is going out, right? You don't want to be in a tight position. Now, if the whole economy crashes, I can easily take my whole office and everything. All I got to do is just turn my keys on, and I'm out of this economy. I can be right down in Mexico in, 15, 20 hours, right? You can't. You can't escape the country that fast without leaving everything behind. It's a big difference. So make your RV jokes. You can keep on making them. You'll be I don't care. I really don't. Your opinions are opinions, and they will stay opinions. Probably wrong opinions like normal for you two, but what else we got going on here? Oh, we got Lando back around in here. What's up, Lando? It's been a while, my friend. How are you? Lori Lee, they blocked your Facebook account saying unusual activity. You have to send a pic of your ID to reinstate it. That's crazy. That's what I'm talking about. My multiple income streams, they're still there. What do you think, they went away? You think my multiple income streams just went poof? That's my point. I decreased my expenses. Now my multiple income streams, my passive income streams that I have been building up, that I've been nonstop talking about for 2 years, are over what my expenses to live are. That is the goal. Passive income becoming more than what the money is going out. You have to trade to make money, DB. I don't. I just took a whole 3-month hiatus from the stock market while creating and developing the whole DLA DAO with Lauren, Stock Muncher, Rooster, Reliable Rudy, HH Trader, your guys' favorite person, and a few other new people we've added to the cast. You got to trade to survive, buddy. I don't. I don't have to trade at all. That's the difference between multiple passive income streams and only having one income stream. You rely on what you have to do. I could go to. I'm making money right now with not even. Here, you want to see? Let's see. Let's go. Let's go pull up some. Let's do a little crypto analysis here on some of my positions. Let's go to EVMOS and check out EVMOS. Let's see how much EVMOS I've made already today. This is fun. This is fun. I like doing this. Daniel B always likes to try to call me out and then always has to eat his words right afterwards. Okay. So, oh, let me make sure I'm on the right wallet first. Yeah, I am. Okay. So I got 3 more hours before this distribution reward will be claimable. I just claimed some of EVMOS. I think it was 2 EVMOS last night. If you don't know about EVMOS, let's go look and take a look. Let's pull up TradingView here. Let's take a look at where EVMOS is at. This is the interesting thing. I didn't pay $1 for EVMOS. This is all an airdrop for me being a Cosmos Atom staker. EVMOS is at 218. So just yesterday, off of this one staking position that I do not have any money invested in because this was a free airdrop from me being a Cosmos staker, I made $4 off of one position just yesterday. I don't have to sell these to put it right back into staking. My distribution reward will be higher today because compounding interest. That's one. That's one. That's just EVMOS. Let's go see what's happening over on Diffusion Fi. Let's go take a look. Since we're on the EVMOS chain, let's see how many positions I got going on over here. And none of these I've paid for either. These all came from part of my airdrop of EVMOS, and I moved some of it over here. Let's see what we got going on in here. What kind of farms? Let's see here. Where's my farmies? Right here, 72% APR. This one was gaining a whole lot more. Let it go. Look at that. My unclaimed diff. So there's 3.8 diff. I'm earning 8 diff a week. I could go ahead and claim those, but if I go do that right this second, then I'm going to have to go set up more pools. But there's some more money that just makes itself go up while I do nothing. What's my other pools? Oh yeah, here we go. Diff, EVMOS. We got 0.3 diff there. Got 0.05 wrapped EVMOS there. This is a small position too. I only got $4 in this thing. Actually, oh yeah, this is the one I just started because it's at 316%. So I probably will claim that diff and put it in there. Get that one going even more. I forgot I just started that one the other night. Let's see, okay. And then, you know what's really funny? So I'm staking here some EVMOS, 99%, or not EVMOS, but Diffusion Fi, DIFF, 99% APR. And when I stake it, I get XDiff. I actually do have 3.8 XDiff sitting around that I can use with that other diff that I would claim to go over here and swap and fill out my EVMOS, my other pool. So we got quite a bit going on there. The Cosmos ecosystem, that Atom's pushing all the way up. Copping that Kepler wallet. Let's go see. Well, actually, let me do this. I'm doing this the long way. Let me just pull up my staking pool and position. Here you go. Here's my whole list of everything I'm staking and liquidity pools. These all are earning me money while I sleep. Let's go look at, let's just pick one out. What one do we want to pick out? Let's go, let's go SIF Chain. Let's see what we got over here on SIF Chain. It's not money. Daniel B, I literally just pulled $50 out of my EVMOS position the other day by simply converting it back to Atom and sending it to Coinbase. Remember, buddy? Coinbase debit card, same thing. Like, just stop. Just don't. You wanted to look at this. Don't try to fight it now. Don't try to turn the whole thing around now. You wanted to see it, so we're just going to go through here. Let's see what we got going in here. This is another airdrop. Look here. We got a pool right here, Rowan Atom pool. Let's see. It's a small pool, but let me see. Let me go actually into my balances here on Rowan. Nope, that's those balances. Let's see. I do have 2,431 SIFs staked. It's not a lot now, but it's a new thing. I also have 1,000 Rowan available, 1,241. I actually should do something with that. That's just $8 just sitting there. I have another Rowan claimable right there. Then we have the liquidity pool of the Rowan Atom. Oh boy. Okay, so while we're on here, let's go and see all the positions. My Cosmos position earning 20% on that, 213. Let's see. I just claimed these rewards last night. I'll come again. What is it? Friday. I'll check those. But we got another 4 cents in Juno. I'm going to go ahead and just claim that and restake that 4 cents. Why? Because it doesn't cost me nothing. Compounding interest daily. Got a little 40 cents in Atom there after just claiming a day or two ago. Well, I don't have a very big position in Stargaze. Don't care about that. Hurry up and claim Juno. Oh, speaking of Juno, let's go over the Juno swap. That's another position over here. We got a couple of different pools. We got 142% on the raw. Let's see how many raw rewards I got. Got a little bit slowly climbing there. That's a small position though. Where's my other pool? I mean, I can spend all day sitting here going through all my liquidity pools and staking positions if you really want me to, Daniel B. Yeah, see like that? That 20. Look at that. This is just the expected on this pool. $20 bonded tokens. That would be 11 per year. Right? That's 3 cents a day. However, you take this 3 cents a day and you continually to compound it, putting it back in, your position grows, which means that your daily gets bigger and bigger. Look at that. It just went up right in front of your eyes. You see that? You see that amount? It just went up just like that. All right. Let's see. Juno Raw. That's the... Oh, right here. I got 23 Raw underlying. Oh, that's the same pool. I have so many pools I get confused. Yeah, same one. Okay. Okay, I see. Alright, what else do we want to go to? We want to go to Osmosis? Let's go to Osmosis and go look over here. How many liquidity pools do I have on Osmosis? Oh man, look at that graphic. They changed it. I love it. That's awesome looking. Got the Osmosis old man punching a guy in the face. Okay, so here's one Atom liquidity pool. I'm earning 25% plus 5.9% on that unbonding. Here's my Crow Osmos liquidity pool, 53% plus 5.9%. And I've got that on a 14-day. Yep. I did just pull a wrapped Ethereum pool because I don't like Ethereum at the moment. There's Juno Osmos getting a nice little 33% today. You see, you add all these up and you add up how much I'm making per day, even though it sounds like a little when you look at them each separately. It's actually more than you would expect, and I don't have to do anything. All I do is come in every couple of days, restake my positions. Right? So I got, let's see, let's just go to assets. Let's see how many pools I've got on here. Well, I got 200 dig just sitting there chilling. Chihuahua, 57. Where is my... And I am staking Osmo as well, so I get staking, and then I am getting the pool percentages. Oh, Geo Osmo, that's a new pool I created. What is that? I get it. Oh, there we go. That's 120% on that pool. Now let's see how many. I mean, I keep going there. I got more pools than that. I mean, I showed you. And then it's not even all Cosmos ecosystem either. But let's go actually to Cosmos airdrop. We went way past $30 in value, Daniel B. We went way past that. You're not keeping up if that's all you've counted as $30 so far. That's look at here. Because I'm a Cosmos staker. Oh, I just got this airdrop. I forgot about the Evmos Domains airdrop. That's a new airdrop. That was free money I just made yesterday because I'm a Evmos staker. And again, I got Evmos for free from an airdrop, so now I just got more Evmos domains from that airdrop. I don't think let's see, I've already claimed Loop. I've got the Loop. Some of these I don't have. Meme Coin, that was another free airdrop. Asset Mantle, Crescent Network. Oh yeah, we didn't even look at Crescent Network pools. Those were airdrops. Let's see here. That snapshot, I'll be getting Jackal. Looks like I'll probably be getting Aqua. Not probably going to get that. Omniflix, got some Omniflix. There's the Evmos airdrop I was talking about. Shade, I forgot about Shade. I just got that airdrop. I think that's in a liquidity pool on Shade. Litecoin was another airdrop. Oh, let's see here. Stargaze. You saw I had Stargaze in a staking or a liquidity pool or something. I can't remember what it's in because that was an airdrop and I just put it in there. Don't know. Upcoming. Let's see here. So I will be getting this airdrop, Kuwa Oracle. I will be getting the Linen Network. I will be getting probably the Nomic Drop 2. I will be getting Harbor Protocol. Chain for Energy more than likely. Supernova, you see the delegations are Atom. Inspirest, that's another one. Look at all these. Juno, I'm a Juno staker, so I'll probably get Stake Easy. Zodiac Progol, we already know I'd stake Osmo, so I'll be getting that. GeoDB, delegations Atom and Osmo, I'll probably get a double airdrop there. Stride, yep, definitely be getting some of that because I am a Juno and Osmo and Atom staker. Source Protocol, yep, Atom, I'll definitely get some of that. Atom right here from May 16th, Genesis L1, I'll be getting that airdrop. Polymer, Secret Osmo Juno, Sif, we already know. I've got 3 of these. Bored Ape IBC Club, that one's 100 Juno or more, so I probably won't get that one, although the snapshot hasn't been taken. I may try to get up to 100 Juno before then. Void Protocol, I'll be getting that airdrop. Hot and Cold, I'll be getting that airdrop. Selenium, another airdrop. Yeah, this whole upcoming, look at all these airdrops. I'm just scrolling. So, yeah. Oh, I believe that's enough of that, though. Again, I'm making the money wisely. Oh, you know what? While I'm on here, let's claim some money for the DAO right now. You paused and counted. I'm sorry for you, Daniel B, that you're happy that you're not in here. Let's get back to the stocks real quick, see what's going on. HTCR, that did crack but we can adjust this trend line now because we have those 5. If this trend line would just get out of my way. There we go. Boom. There. Let's see. Lay's just come out with some type of news. No, it's the same news. That one started cracking down. NQ. Again. Yep. NQ cracked the trend line. We'll see if that trend line can hold up. Doesn't look like it's going to. Market watch probably going to be more red. Yep, there's more red there. Where's oil at? Oil MARP's down a little bit, down to 1043. After oil getting that rejection, but we still got the uptrend. It's not even close to yet. Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and claim some more crypto rewards. This is for the Dow. And this is from a game, Daniel B. This is from a game. This is from a Web3 play to earn game. This is the Dow's money, DLA Dow's money. Not my money. Look at that. 16,000 of those crystals. Let's go back over here to auto mine. Every 16 and a half hours, earning 16,000 of these crystals, which can be converted into Thunder token, which then can be converted and sent back to Coinbase. What is wrong with the world? What is wrong with you? You over here worried about Meta and Facebook. But if anybody, American Water declares quarterly dividend. That's interesting. Board of Directors cash dividend payment of up to 65 cents per share. The quarterly dividend is a continuation of the increased annual. Okay. What is the ticker symbol of American Water? AWK. I'm going to throw that on. I just want to see these dividends because when the stock market gets close, I will be doing close to lower where I want it to be. I will be doing the same exact thing that I've been doing with cryptos and getting those nice dividend stocks. But that's got to wait until the market gets to where I want it to be, or close to where I want it to be, before I start loading up on dividend stocks and compounding those interests. I say interests is because when you have so many things gaining APRs and interests. Where did it go? AWK. Oh, right there it is. Oh, so this is a $141 stock. Yeah, 65 cents. I don't like that. That's not a good dividend payout. How's MNDO doing? They're still doing good, down to $2.14. They only pay out the annual dividend of a quarter, but a much higher dividend payout than what you would get on a wake. So EFGS. And if anybody wants to learn more about staking crypto, about liquidity pools, about airdrops, all that stuff, I'm an open book. You can always reach out to me. That world is not that complicated. It's just getting set up, right? It's the same thing as when you're first coming into the stock market. You got to set up your broker account. That just takes a little bit of time. You got to learn what all the little things do on your broker account. Setting up staking positions and new wallets takes a little bit of time, but nowhere the amount of time that it takes to set up a broker. Just the same premise, right? When you're coming into something new, it takes a little time to set up, and then once you're set up, you just let it go, right? You let it do its thing, check on it every couple of days. But there's nothing wrong. Nice Nice little bounce off that 88 area back up to 89. There's nothing wrong with having some exposure. At least I don't like to have my exposure all in one thing, but I like to have my exposure spread. Nothing wrong with your risk spread out. Having some dividend stocks, having some crypto staking, liquidity pools, having having a piece of land and growing your own corn on it, and just growing your own food decreases your expenses, right? You don't got to go to the grocery store and pay all those high inflated prices when you can grow your own food. So there's no really difference between any of this stuff. That's why I say there's the only difference is the difference between value and currency. Value is money. Currency is not money. So, value is land, resources. You want to beat inflation, you have to have value, and you have to have value that is gaining higher passive income streams than inflation if you want to stay above inflation. All right. You know what is long, short, consolidation, continuation, that is all. I know, that's my point. You rely on one income source, is just day trading stocks. That's your one income. And that's what I've been trying to get you to understand for the last 2 years. You are reliant solely on the stock market. That is scary. You're reliant on a market that is manipulated in its very essence because it's in US dollar, manipulated by the Federal Reserve. You know that, and yet you don't want other passive incomes. You would rather just continue to wish and hope that the stock market continues to do what you want it to do in your favor. Again, I took a 2-3 month break from the stock market. Can you do that? Anyway, enough arguing with Daniel B. I felt like getting a good one out. It's been a while since me and him had a good little argument. Probably scared off all my entre people. Yeah, you did. Thanks, Daniel B. You can. Oh, okay. Go do it then. Go take a 2-month break, Daniel B. Take a 3-month break. Can you do that because you have enough money put back to do that? Because that's not the question I said. Can you take a break and still be making income? Not take a break and not make any money. That's not the question. The question is, can you take a break from the stock market and still make money? Yep, look at that. NQ cracking. Still dropping. Made a lower low below the bodies of these two candles, which is going to try to hold us some support, I would imagine, possibly. But if it starts cracking below those two bodies of these, the bodies of these two candles here, which is about, well, let's just say 11 to 80, and actually it's coming down to it right now. How did I get on a 5-minute chart? We'll get on the 1-hour chart. Now that we've a few hours in, and I'm going to have to get back to work on a few things. There's a whole lot that I've got to get caught up on. Oh gosh, yeah, that looks horrible on the hour chart. NASDAQ not looking good at all here. Oil, however, having that little rebound so far off of 89 up to 89.28, while the NASDAQ's looking a little ugly. The MARP's another little pullback, 1030, no big deal. Still not close to my entry. Did crack this little trend line, but we have this this top at $10. It may try to come back down and test $10. We'll see. Depends on what oil does. APMX, I still like the way that's looking for a possible play here soon. Alright, I'm going to call it a day. You know, HH Trader will be back tomorrow, I think, for the Fridays. Trading, reading, and trolling is your favorite things to do. I know, Daniel B. I know. That's why I love you. Nobody has a personal troll, only you and HH, and it's for free. I know, man. I know. We gotta. I don't know if it's a good thing or not having your own personal troll. I'm still trying to figure that out. So, Lori Lee, you said oil is up, but oil stocks following the market. Why is that? Because the oil stocks, right, the stocks are still in the stock market. My whole point I was talking about a couple of months ago when I was back streaming was even the garbage penny stocks, everything that is in the stock market, that is in the NASDAQ, when the NASDAQ drops, those stocks usually will drop. They're all part of the NASDAQ. However, the oil stocks are not dropping that hard. Right now, oil is consolidating. You do have people nervous to be in stocks. But HUSA, having that pullback. But we look at HUSA, it's still uptrending. Let's move that line. It's still uptrending on the higher time frame. In fact, let's go to a 4 hour. So we look at that 4 hour. It did pull back here. After that last dip, it just pulled back to this uptrend, right? So when the NASDAQ pulls back, commodity stocks will have some effect. And oil stocks could drop more. Every stock, while they may be in a sector, like oil, for example, just because oil's hot doesn't necessarily mean that every single oil stock will be going up, right? You usually get a majority of a sector moving, but you can still have oddballs and trash companies. And of course, these are small oil companies, HUSA. These are trash companies anyway, too. But we're looking, for the volume to come back in on these oil stocks like we had before, where HUSA ripped all the way up from, what was it at, 152 up to 1661 before pulling back. Had a little spike here from 333 up to 550. Had that spike there over a few days, 423 up to 866. And then even after this last dip, $3 all the way up to 475. So we've had that pullback on HUSA, and actually the 200-day is right there below it. So it's a timing thing, right? Short time, short period. During intraday, the NASDAQ pulls back hard. Stocks are going to have those pullbacks. But the stocks that are moving up bullish over the longer time period, those will have the pullback, but should see a bounce if they are in a strong sector normally. But again, we are not in normal times whatsoever. This is crazy market volatility. We've got money going left and right all over the place. in the stock market, out of the stock market, over to cryptos, out of cryptos, in the gold, out of gold, in the real estate, out of real estate, in the natural, like just moving. And that's the chaos of when you have a downturning market like this after such a long time of an uptrending market. You know, the economy is not good. All these factors are being calculated in, right? Or hopefully they're being calculated in for most traders, which I think people are still too bullish on the market and stuff. But, you know, we've got election coming up. What happens if the whole government sphere changes off of this election? You know, there's a good bit of people who could get voted out and new people voted in. What is that going to bring as far as regulations and laws? There's so many little things in this type of economy we're in right now that can set anything off. It's like everybody is sitting just like, what do I do? You know, there's a lot of guessing going on. You have tons of misinformation, like PRs coming out where they're saying, oh, the GDP increased 2.6% this quarter. It's good, but then you go back further than just this quarter and you're like, no, that's terrible. And then you add in the inflation, like, no, that's not an actual real GDP increase. That's just a GDP increase because of how many US dollars it takes to buy things, right? So it's just it's a lot of different things that you have to keep in mind. It keeps everybody on edge. Market analysis or analysts, the top analysts, they don't know what's going on. Or if they do, they're not going to tell the truth because there's politics involved. We just got a lot going on. And that's in all markets, and it's crazy right now. So things may not act as normal as they do in a bull market. You know, they can easily go sideways quick. And when I say sideways, I don't mean literally sideways, although that can happen. We see that all the time in the slower days. But trades can just fall apart. You know, any news. Oh, look at this one. As I just said that, we are facing a retirement crisis in our country, says head of TIAA, as a 40% of Americans run the risk of running out of money. Wow. So let's see who this guy is. That's the CEO of TIAA. His name is Thasunda Brown Duckett. He oversees some $1 trillion of retirement assets for healthcare systems, colleges, and nonprofits. Tuesday, speaking at an in-person event hosted by MarketWatch sister publication Barron's, the chief executive explained the challenges that many Americans face as elevated pricing pressures, higher borrowing costs, right? Because they've been raising interest rates. It costs more to lend out money now, so people don't want to borrow money. And if they do, it's a lot easier for them to get in trouble. If they've already been in debt for a long time, they borrow money at higher interest rates to pay back the debt that had lower interest rates, then that is going backwards and getting them in trouble. So higher borrowing costs, doubts about the validity. That's not validity. I would have said validity. About the vitality. Damn this word. Vitality? Vitality? Yeah, I think that's right. Of the U.S. economy and tumble in the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 5 Index create a cocktail of troubles for those at or near retirement. And that's actually a good metaphor for what's going on. That's literally what I was just saying, wrapped up into 3 words. Cocktail of troubles. That's what the market is right now. So let's see what he says. You know, in fact, there's a 4 trillion, not million, not billion, trillion, 4 trillion retirement income gap. That means 40% of Americans run the risk of running out of money in retirement. Okay. Duckett said that the country needs to have a real conversation about the problems prospective retirees are looking at. And if the retirees are having this problem, it's going to be the same problem with people who are not retirees, right? Just because they're old or whatever doesn't mean that the younger people are still not feeling inflation and feeling the high gas prices. Okay. But I don't know who this fellow is, but I like what he's saying. He seems to be knowing what he's talking about. And he noted the difficulties that may be comparatively more acute than those confronted by those in the 1970s because defined benefit plans or pensions were more readily available than they are now. The government is in so much debt. This is the thing I've been preaching. There is no getting out of this debt. He is basically saying there is not very much money left for people retiring. They don't have pension plans readily available because they don't have money in those pension plans. Yet, everybody right now, everybody in the past 15, 20 years has been paying pension, 401ks, all that stuff out of their checks to get it later when they retire. And here we are coming up to where those people are going to try to retire and they're not going to get the money that they've been putting in their whole entire lives. This is the continued collapse of the American empire and the economy. It doesn't get any more clearer than this. Anyway, we're likely to see one of the greatest transfers of intergenerational wealth, as 68 trillion set. What? Where's the 68 trillion to reshape economy? There have always been millions of Americans at or near retirement, but one important difference is in the late 1970s, 67% of Americans had access to a defined benefit plan, a pension. Today, that number is 23%. 23%. And the population, probably from 1970, I would imagine, has grown a lot more. So 60% of the population in the late 1970s compared to 23% of the way more population right now. Okay. Duncan implored lawmakers in Washington to intercede to help stem, this is a woman, to help stem what she is predicting will be a crisis. I urge lawmakers to build on that momentum and act swiftly on several proposals to secure financial future of millions of Americans. Where are they going to get the financials from? Where are they going to get that? They're $30 trillion in debt. You can urge Congress to do this all you want. They should move ahead with bipartisan expanding access to retirement savings for caregivers act. So she was on point until this became political. She came down here and got political. And, right here talking about including many people of color. And then also she said this act which would better assist women and families as they care for children. It's everybody, right? It's not just people of color. It's not just women. It's everybody in general. We're all in the same country together in the same economy while it's crashing. We're all paying the same gas prices. We're all paying the same high food prices, right? But going to Congress and saying, hey, get more money, Congress doesn't make money. The government doesn't make money. It only takes money. So what this would do is raise taxes. She's saying to raise taxes on a time when we don't have any money. You can't raise taxes on the people who are not making the money that you're worried about. God, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Oh, gosh, everybody needs to put politics out of their investing, out of their trading, out of their personal lives and stuff. Realize the problems that are going on. Don't be blinded by the political nonsense and bullshit. All right. I told you I don't read. I don't read. I'm dumb. I'm dumb, Daniel B. Remember that? Alright, guys, I'm going to call it a day. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. If you haven't yet, go check out HH Trader on YouTube, on Twitch, on Diamond, over here on DSO Blockchain. Check out Reliable Rudy on YouTube. Check out Stonks and Chomps on YouTube. Check out, who else we got? Check out Domfather. Check out the DLA DAO on DSO, on Diamond. Find me on Entree on Diamond. I'm on Entree right now, live streaming. Come find us everywhere. We are taking over the DSO blockchain, DLA DAO. About to make some big moves. We have our own play-to-earn game that we are putting in development. So much is going on. I am back Tuesdays and Thursdays every morning around market open, maybe a little bit after. HH has still got Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays covered for you. And we're going to start shaking on some crypto analysis on the Framework Fortune Crypto channel here soon, along with a whole lot of other stuff. So, if you guys haven't yet, like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things for the Framework Fortune Media Network. All the peoples that we got. You're the best community in the world. Appreciate everybody as always. Till next time.